The average American drinks 3 cups of Joe a day. As a country, we spend $40 billion on coffee every year. But the farmers who grow the coffee, usually from third world countries, only make a tiny fraction of that, often living in poverty. That's why 3 friends set out to change just that. Here now is Rob Terenzi, his wife Noushin Ketabi, and Will DeLuca, the founders of Vega Coffee. Welcome to Connecticut Style, everyone.
Thank you.
And
Thanks for having us,
Rob.
Thanks.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about this cause, because you guys had some big-time jobs out in San Francisco, left them to start Vega Coffee. What is the mission behind it?
So the mission behind it is that, as you said, kind of farmers generally live in poverty, and they earn less than $1 per pound for coffee. And so our mission is kind of get them to more involved in the processing of the coffee, get them to roast their own beans, and they can earn up to 4 times more and provide kind of a sustainable path to kind of well-being and well, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And Noushin, you guys went down there for a trip, and that's kind of how this all escalated?
Yeah. So we had close ties in Central America. We had both lived and taught down there at different points, and it had been a few years. We went back last year, and we visited some of the coffee farmers that we knew really well, and saw that their crops were decimated because there's a big plague that's been ravaging coffee in Central America, La Roya. And it really kind of called us to action. So that was actually the impetus for us leaving our jobs. And we were both attorneys in San Francisco, and we just thought we'd take a total shift in career and do this.
And how did Will come into the picture here?
Well, Rob and I went to Boston College together, and I work in web development and web design, and he's a tech attorney, so
kind of all works out, right? Comes together.
Skills together.
So the goal is to help farmers earn 4 times more than they typically would. How are you guys going to do that?
Well, the coffee supply chain is one of those chains that have a lot of middlemen. Mm-hmm. So what we do is by going directly from the farmer to the customer, we're able to bypass a few steps in that chain, and that allows us to pass those savings on both to our customers, and then take that extra money and pay farmers more with it.
Got it.
And then also, by being online only, we don't have the overhead of, a lot of shops that that add to expenses. So.
Sure, that makes sense.
And what a lot of people don't know is that the greatest profit margin in coffee isn't with the people who spend years growing the plant. It's with the roasters who spend, half an hour with the coffee. And so we're getting farmers to roast themselves, and we're doing everything along the chain. I mean, we're now licensed exporters, we're importers now. I mean, we're kind of...
Wow, you guys really know what you're talking about here about
we're
coffee.
Trying to, yeah.
How did you become so passionate about this?
I was working with coffee farmers in Nicaragua after undergrad for a few years, and I was just amazed at how kind of resilient and smart and resourceful they were with so little. And then we were in San Francisco and in New York and looking at coffee costing $3 to $4 a cup, and knowing that farmers make less than $1 and you can get 30 cups per pound, just seeing the disconnect there is just kind of mind-blowing. And so we kind of became certified.
Instead of ignoring it, you
yeah.
guys tackled it.
Yeah.
That's our goal.
You started a Kickstarter campaign which really took off, right?
Yeah, we had set an initial goal to raise $20,000, and the purpose was really to start our pilot program and to build a roasting center in Nicaragua. And we were just blown away because we wound up doubling our goal. We just had a lot of support behind us, and that really kind of helped push us forward too in our mission.
Great.
So yeah.
And where will we find Vega Coffee?
Well, right now you can sign up for the pre-order at thinkvega.com. In about a few weeks, we're going to be taking, I think, orders for the holiday season. So,
great.
And then we'll be selling subscriptions directly through our website.
And how are you guys going to do this? From Nicaragua? Or?
Yep. Well, Will's based in New York.
Okay.
So we're down in Nicaragua, kind of running in-country operations, and then we'll ship the coffee, and then it'll get kind of distributed from there.
And what's the cool thing about the shipping is, we found that by going through the air, we thought the costs were going to be much higher, but with the air freight, we were able to keep the costs pretty competitive to how it's usually shipped, which is through boat,
Sure.
In big containers. So it's
really
coffee gets
fresh.
roasted, gets driven down to Managua Airport, and then flown directly into right now Miami.
And then you have it at that point, right?
To our customers within 4 to 5 days of roasting.
And it tastes good, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great coffee.
Most importantly,
amazing.
Yeah. We drink a lot of coffee. We like it.
All right, well, where can we find more information about you guys?
Yeah, www.thinkvega.com. Hello@thinkvega.com is our email address. And
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, we will link that up to our website, WTNH.com. Just click on style. Guys, thanks so much for being here. Good luck with your mission.
Thank you so much.